I think it's it.
Tell him that I started over. Well, I'm going to wait for y'all to get here.
Don't hit any more buttons.
Come closer to me. There we go. I'm live.
I think so.
I'm live. Did you tell everybody to come on over here?
Well, how y'all doing? We had the Bayless technical difficulties.
Oh my gosh. I just don't know what to do.
What are you hitting buttons on it now for?
Rebecca, can you share it to oh, there we go. The peoples are coming. I clicked the wrong one out. So I'm just gonna wait for everybody to get back. I can't believe I did that. That was a mess. That was a mess. From Maryland. Hey Debbie. Hey Allison. Hey Cheapskate. Yeah. That was operator error. I should have took a nerve pill earlier. Because I was in two different tabs and I tried to get one of them out and I clicked the wrong one. And it looks like I'm a little bit, am I dragging? Like, is my lips matching the words? It's not. All right.
Come here.
Y'all ready for this?
On YouTube? Say, hey, everybody.
Hi, Cindy.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, there's Juniper. They come over to have supper and to go swimming.
Honey's pushing too many buttons.
Don't show them your tongue. I tell everybody that that you're so smart. Here you go. Come online, stick out your tongue. Look, someone said, hi, sweet Juniper. That's Miss Sandy. No, that's Miss Cheapskate. Oh, no, Miss Cindy said, hi, cutie. Y'all are not going to believe what we're going to talk about. Did you tell your mamas and your brothers and your sisters and your neighbors? Because we're going to talk about funerals in church. Don't worry. I think you're going to laugh. Because I can guarantee you, I have proven that God has a sense of humor. Yeah. That he does.
And so does Juniper.
And so does Juniper. All right. Tell everybody bye. Bye. Now go take care of Clifford. You're the babysitter. You go take care of Clifford. Oh my goodness. This was well, Sandra, did you come back, Sandra? Sandra was there. And now she's gone. Juniper is a funny face. Yeah, she is. She's a mess. Okay, let me start. We have 2,816 subscribers now. I cannot believe that. Can you believe that?
Nope.
Watch hours. We're crawling up at 11:22. Hi, Sandra. You made it back. I'm so sorry. It was operator error. I did it.
Bayless technical.
You should have seen the look on our face when we meaning me, clicked the wrong button.
Yeah, it was all you.
It was all me.
It was all honey.
It was all me.
Because I don't punch up some buttons. I don't operate it.
It was something. It was something. Let me tell you about Mother. We had a bridal shower for Riley, and it was at Rebecca's house. And Mother had picked what she wanted. She wanted us to get her a crock pot from her to Rylan. So we did. And as Rylan is opening up the crock pot, she says, oh, this is from Nana. She said, yeah, I got you a toaster. I was like, no, you didn't.
Did you really?
No. You said you wanted to get her a crock pot, Mother. And Terry looked at me because I had sent Terry to the store. because it was one of those days that Becca's car was in the shop, and I said, "Here, Terry, you go to the store. I'll pay for it. I'll send the money. You just go pick it up." And yeah. Well, thought I got her a toaster. No, you said crock pot, Mama. You said crock pot, but she was happy with the crock pot. Yeah. Hi, Kelly. Yeah, Allison. There's Jennifer back there. I see you back there. What you got? Oh, it's one of my books. It's a bookmark.
All over it.
Oh, did you draw? Oh, look, she wrote her name. I'm telling y'all, she is the smartest 4-year-old. She can read. She just won't do it for us. But she'll read. We'll catch her reading. We'll catch her telling us stuff. But anyway,
I can't read.
I can't read. And then she gets on here after I've done told her how told y'all how smart she is, and she sticks her tongue out.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that's right. But I'm going to talk about funerals first. And I don't know if y'all do the same wherever you're at, but down here in the South, you if there is, I call them the guest of honor. The person who has passed on is the guest of honor. And down here, if a guest of honor is coming down the road, you pull off. Clifford is 2, Allison. You pull off on the side of the road and you wait there until all the family has come by you. And that's just how we show respects if a guest of honor is coming down the road. And that's just, something we were raised doing, and I raised my kids doing, and I thought I raised my kids doing. Now, I'm going to tell you this. My daughter, smart as she is, Dr. Satcher, she called me one day. Now, she was living on campus at USM and living the carefree life, and she decided she's going to make a run to Target. And she whipped out on the road. And she said, Mom, she called me. She says, Mom, everybody is looking at me. She said, she had the radio on. She had her ponytail. She was just dancing to the radio. She's just going along. She said, boy, traffic. Everybody's broke down on the side of the road, Mom. What's going on? Have you heard anything? And she's like, why is everybody looking at me sad? And of course, I'm trying to figure it out. And what my daughter had done was when she pulled out onto the road, she pulled in behind she was the second car behind the hearse. She had pulled into the funeral procession.
Yep.
And when I said, Beck, are you in a funeral procession? She said, no. She said, oh, there is a hearse up there, Mama.
Oh, yeah. That'd be a good
So
sign.
she said, it's okay. I turned the radio off. I'm going to look sad now. I'm going to look sad. And so she's just, she said, I don't know if I turn off to Target, are they going to follow me to the parking lot? She didn't know what to do, and I didn't know what to do. I mean, it's just like, how? So there again, I thought we raised them right, but apparently we misspoke, I guess, on Rebecca. But yeah,
no, she just wasn't paying attention.
You weren't paying attention. I do.
But she did look sad.
She said, don't worry, Mom, I look sad for the rest of the way.
Why is all these people's cars broke down?
She was like, everybody's car is broke down, Mom.
People pulling off the road.
Yeah, because that's what you do. You pay your respects. Only half the funeral. No, they did, Rebecca. Oh my gosh. Well, I can't just say it was just her, but let's see. Are you reading? You got your glasses? Yeah, you got your glasses on. Oh, last week when he was blinking like he was sending help, with his eyelashes, like like SOS Morse code with his eye. He had sawdust in his eyes, so I didn't want anybody.
Today too.
I don't want anybody to think he was trying to send out a message of help.
I'm trying to build the ports.
Being held hostage here, but we noticed it when we watched the playbacks. Like, what do you do with your eyes? He said, "Well, they itch," and I had sawdust. But I remember once one of my family members had passed, and I can't remember who it was, but the after funeral meal, where everybody comes to the church, and even these people were from out of town, so all the family was able to go to the fellowship hall in the church. Well, I was there serving the drinks. I got in the drink line, and everybody comes passing through. They get their drinks, their plates, their food, and they go and sit down. Well, it was somebody come through, and he had the suit on and everything, and he said, "I'll take a Dr. Pepper, a cup of Dr. Pepper." Well, I scooped up the ice, I opened that Dr. Pepper, and I have that thing exploded all over him. He's shocked. I'm shocked. I mean, I'm literally. All I needed was a bar of soap. He got that wet. And he looked at me, and I looked at him, and I said, "Oh, did you want that in a cup?" And the man, what is going on? Somebody's sending prayers? Wait a minute. What? Am I to ask for prayers? Oh, no, Debbie. Oh, no, you're not out of line at all. Goodness, Debbie has bronchitis and COVID. Well, his duck guy, the guy that exposed Chris, he was sick
He's still
sick.
He has pneumonia, not bronchitis. He has COVID, then he had pneumonia.
Yeah. Well, all that's in the same area, isn't it? Yeah.
That's long, but I don't know.
Yeah. Hi, tribal woman. Oh, Debbie, I am so sorry to hear that, but you will be in our prayers for sure. Oh, I don't even know where I was. Hey, Rhonda.
He's talking about
the Dr. Pepper. Yes. So I said, "Oh, did you want that in a cup?" And the man next to him in the suit and tie said, "I'll take mine in a cup, please." I was so embarrassed. So embarrassed. How do you recover from that? So everybody that come up was like, cup.
Yeah, I want a cup.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Tell me about your work you did on the porch.
I got most of the walls up. It's almost ready for screen. Well, probably half a day I'll be ready to put the screen up.
It's gonna be so nice. So
got
nice.
The ceiling fan on it. And
got the ceiling fan, the swamp cooler.
It's coming along. It's a lot better back there than just the roof on it.
Yeah.
The sun, it faces west, and we're on a hill. That's a rough. From about 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock, it's rough out there.
Yeah, it is.
It's coming along.
I can't wait to get the screen because now we don't have on the back door. We don't have that. What do you call that?
Storm door.
Storm door, and the flies are just coming in left and right every time we go.
We don't have that many flies. Get 1 or 2 a day.
That's too many. Too many.
But it's coming along. And if I didn't have to work, I could get it finished quick. But
if you didn't work, you wouldn't have the money for the
probably so
for the stuff. Yeah, it's all those.
It's been a
bodies. It's all those bodies. There's a little heart. They are hiding. What are you doing? You better. Wait, do I hear it?
What?
I don't know.
Use the flag. Oh my goodness.
Oh
My gracious.
It took a minute.
Well, see, there's a little heart
Blocking
emoji blocking part of the sentence. So we were trying to figure out what's behind the little heart. Yeah. Tell your mommy you see that heart right there. See? You see that heart. You see that heart.
That heart's not blocking nothing.
Yeah. Well, not now, but it was. See, Cindy sees a heart. Yeah. Oh no. But my thing I was going to tell you about next about this, it's all going to be about funerals and church. Funerals and church. Funerals and church. My Uncle Sam. Now he was the baby of the family. What is the best dish you make for dinner? Well, I
don't know
like what we had
What is
today. Rebecca ordered it. We had it delivered. Let's see. What do you have right here? Oh, let's look back.
What did you draw?
You drew something. There we go. You drew something.
I draw people without a tummy.
Oh, little people coming out of a tummy. Well, Rebecca, come get her.
What?
She said a tongue because you were laughing her sticking tongue out.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
There's no tummy.
I do have some favorite dishes that y'all like. Y'all like my roast.
Mm-hmm. Goosebumps.
Oh, they love Goosebumps. I think I did a video on Goosebumps. What else y'all like, Rebecca? Huh? Oh, DoorDash.
Dumplings.
DoorDash. Hey, you know, sometimes we have breakfast for supper, and that's some of the best meals.
Aren't you being silly?
Some of the best meals. Okay, go see your mama. Go see your daddy.
Go see your daddy.
Go see your daddy.
Here, take this. You can go draw in there. Oh my.
It's
Pardon the interruption.
never a dull moment. Never a dull moment. Let's see. What was I talking about? I get so
Let me just
sidetracked.
tell one.
Okay, you can tell your favorite funeral story.
Well, it wasn't. It was a funeral home. Not a funeral. Well, they actually were. Yeah, they were. But I wasn't at the funeral. I was actually working.
He was working.
They got 5 air conditioners in this funeral home, and one of them had stopped up the drain line, and it was dripping water. So he calls me, and the guy that owned it was a super nice guy, but he was a little stubborn, a little hard headed, because I told him, I said, we can come back and clean the other ones out. No, let's do it right now. I said, you're having a funeral in there, He said, look, we're fine. Well, I knew which 5 pipes were for the drain lines for the air conditioning, and I blew them all out, and they weren't stopped up, but they was pouring water out. I was getting ready to leave, and you was actually with me in the truck, and he said, look, there's one right there. I said, that don't go to the air conditioner. I don't know where it goes, but it don't go to the air conditioner. Oh, yeah, it goes to the air conditioner. I said, well, I almost said his name. I said, I'm not sure it goes to the air conditioner. He said, just blow it out. It goes to the air conditioner. Well, we're using nitric or compressed air, and we blow it out, I said, Mister, I'm not sure. Go ahead. So I did. Well, when I did that, I heard hollering inside.
Inside the funeral home, there was this loud
We're
commotion.
outside, and I'm picking my stuff up. I said, uh-oh. So we're starting to leave.
No, we're not starting to leave yet.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking about it. Well, we went around there, and I walked, and there was this guy coming down the hallway, had on a white shirt and a tie. He went past me and the owner, and he had a black streak of just stuff on his back. I don't know, come out of the drain line.
The drain line, Chris, blew out onto the back of this man's white shirt.
It actually went to the water fountain in the coffee room, like the little water fountain, and it covered that room. And in Mississippi, we have a well-known attorney that his catchphrase is "one call, that's all."
So go ahead.
As they walked by, that guy turned to the owner and said his name. He said, "One call, that's all," and he walked out the door. And I'm like, I called her on the phone.
No, wait, I gotta tell this part. I gotta tell this part.
Go ahead.
I'm sitting in the truck. He calls me and he says, "Crate the car, crate the car, crate the car." And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, did the guest of honor get up? Well, I mean, what's going on in there? What's going on? I mean, I ain't unlocking this door till you tell me what's going on. Yeah, he wanted to get the heck out of Dodge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I told the man that's not it. But he insisted. So
He coated that break room
with just
gook.
gook that comes out of a drain line.
It went everywhere.
And the coffee room's about as big as a closet. It's very small.
Yeah.
And it was covered in there. But anyway, so we've had a few different things at
Yeah.
funerals. And
yeah. I remember, Uncle Sam. Now, he was the baby of the family, of my daddy's side. And he wasn't the last one to go, but they lived in Texas. Of course, they wanted to come home and he'd be buried here closer to the family. And here, as I said before, after funerals, you go to someone's house and you have a meal. And usually, if it's someone local, your church family will bring, or your neighbors, or if like somebody who's from out of town, you got relatives, they bring in, and we have a meal. And since we had just got another house, it was a new to us house. My out of town aunt and cousins had not seen it because they live in Texas, so they were going to swing by and see it because they took off. They went back to the graveyard, and before they were to go out of town. Going back out of town, and I run home. We run home faster than the rest of them because I wasn't expecting the visitors. I had to, tidy up. Well, I could not get the garage door to open. I'm clicking the little clicker. I can't, because we leave that door unlocked because, we got the garage door and we've got the security system. And so if I could just get the garage door open, we can go in and start tidying up. Well, I didn't have power. That's why I couldn't open the garage door. Now, you want to know why I didn't have power? Because they shut my power off. You want to know why they shut my power off? Because I mailed the power bill check through him, and I gave him a stack of mail to give to him, and he went on to the post office. One of them slipped down in between the little crack in the seat.
Yeah.
So when I got a done notice, I thought, check's in the mail. Boy, they're hounding me. And needless to say, he found it later on, but it didn't do no good because I called my sister who was riding with, who was actually driving my aunt and my cousins. And I called her and I said, don't bring them by here. My power's been cut off. Well, everybody in the car laughed because she had me on speakerphone. So, I was like, well, come on. You already know it now.
Yeah, we can sit in the hot.
We can sit in the hot. But anyway, yeah, that was just a fluke. But it's just one of those funeral stories.
Yep.
Yeah, let you know God has a sense of humor.
Right.
Let's see. Tell Janice from Ozark Family Homestead that I said hi and that I'll be out of town Tuesday. I think Janice had something to do tonight. I messaged her. I think she said they had something to do. I think it was a birthday or something. Did anyone bring a guest tonight? Anybody? Y'all better sign up. Sign up if you brought a guest and tell me who sent you. Yeah. I'm glad you said that, Debbie. I kind of forgot.
It don't take much for us to forget.
It don't take much for us. Oh, yeah. Let's see. My Uncle Sam was the person who built he was an electrician, and him and Daddy both were electricians. And I remember when my Aunt Christine was having her camp built. Remember I told y'all I went to college one semester down there with my cousin Cindy, and They had a little trailer, but then they had built the big camp. Well, Daddy did the wiring, Daddy and Uncle Sam, and I think Uncle Benny did too. But they had three-way switches. They had all kind of, fancy stuff because they were union electricians. And so when we moved into the house, we were like gypsies. I think we moved all the time. We moved into a house when Rebecca was, I think, 2 and Eli was 4. Yeah.
Probably.
There
Our
was
first
a
house.
there was a little shed.
Mhm.
There was a little shed that was on the property, at the back of the yard. And my Uncle Sam wired that shed to where Rebecca could turn the light switch on in the back screen porch, and the air conditioner and the light would come on in the playhouse.
Before you went out there.
Before you went out there. So it was cool by the time Rebecca walked her little 2-year-old legs. But she had her little kitchenette in there and her little table. And yeah, they don't make them like Uncle Sam anymore. They don't. Loved him.
Yep, I actually had to speak at his funeral. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Speaking of doing eulogies. Now, I told y'all that I was in a group called ourselves the Garden Club Ladies. No, we didn't. We called ourselves No Man's Land. Yeah. And it's the ladies that's based on the book Garden Club Secrets. And we had one of our members pass. And I'm going to tell you, I'm yet to get over the fact I saw her like the day before when they had moved her into ICU. I had gone up there and I had taken a box of cookies, up to the nurse's station, and they said, well, she's just been transferred to ICU. So I go on to ICU and they said, come on in and see her. Well, I went on in, she, that just stuck with me because she was nervous. She was scared. But anyway, at the wake, us group of ladies all went in to pay our respect. And I'll never forget it. Patty and Rita, I can't remember who the other one was, but they were talking, and I was just standing there, just minding my own business. I was trying to be quiet and flower on the wall. And
yeah, buddy.
And Rita is explaining who we are. And she turned to me and she said, and I quote, now this is Honey. She'll be giving the eulogy tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry, what? And let me tell you, I gave the eulogy the next day.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. Cheapskate, it's we've had all of my aunts and uncles have passed, with the exception of one blood uncle, 2 by marriage aunts on one side, and on my daddy's side, it is just 1 by marriage aunt. Yeah. So I'm sorry to hear about your cousin passing. Oh goodness, what was I saying? I think I need some Adderall.
A little scattered today.
Yeah, what was I talking about?
Funerals.
I know, but the eulogy. Yes, I end up, and it's hard to give a eulogy to a person you only know her fake name, and you've never met her family because it was a secretive group, and we just. But anyway, I got through it, and I know Betsy was laughing her head off. Betsy was the lady who we went out. We try to go out once a month, and we went out, and there was a bunch of us, and we had to pull up several tables, and we sit down, and we're kind of loud when we go out, and it wasn't no time that the whole group of staff come over with a big birthday cake or big birthday cookie cake thing, whatever, and began to sing happy birthday to Betsy. And I'm looking at my friend, and I was like, I didn't know it was her birthday. And she said, it's not. She just wanted free cake.
Well, that's one way to do it.
And when she was old, and you know who's gonna, you know, who's gonna say
I'm gonna be
anything.
like that when I'm old.
Yeah, she's
That's
not.
my ambition. Just
You
do what I want to.
I think I told that cat. I think I told that story. You know, we still have. We've lost a couple of members of our little group, but they're still with us. You know, in our memories. Yeah. And our laughter and our stories. Yeah. You remember that time? Oh, well, it's 7:39. Wow. We're just moving right along. Of course, the first 15 minutes y'all were here and we
It
weren't.
was 10 minutes, I think.
We were not showed up yet, but y'all were here. But thank y'all for coming. Yeah. Thank y'all for coming. Tell them about that hamster, Chris.
Oh my! Well, I don't know how old was the kids. Probably in
Middle school.
Middle school.
school.
Mm-hmm.
They had to have a hamster.
Yep. Had to have a hamster.
Well, they also had a little Chihuahua.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep. I remember that one.
somehow, Fluffy, the hamster, got out. Well, I walked in. The Chihuahua had it, and it was out of here.
It had passed on.
It had, and it was still. So it had been a minute.
Guest of honor.
It was the guest of
It
honor.
was the guest of honor.
And we had a little funeral in the garbage can.
I mean, this thing was, I think it's called rigor mortis, but it was still and not breathing. It's done.
It's done.
So I wrapped it up real neat, and put it in the trash, and the trash run the next day, and anyway, this had to be 2 weeks later. We were sitting there, me and you were sitting there talking, or me and somebody was sitting there talking, and there goes Fluffy.
Fluffy come back.
Fluffy run across the room.
Yeah.
And I think we done give the cage away.
Yeah.
So anyway, you said we found another cage or something we had, and we put it in that cage. I think it was a bird cage, and you said, you think that Fluffy's gonna stay in that cage? I said, first thing I'm gonna rename him the Lazarus. I said, he just raised himself from the dead. If he wants out of that parakeet cage, he can get out.
I know it.
But I know that thing was dead.
I mean, the kids wouldn't touch it. I didn't. We had it in the sunroom, and I kept the doors closed because I
After
I was scared. We were all scared of Lazarus.
Well,
I thought
Fluffy went
Lazarus.
from Fluffy to Lazarus, and
I thought Lazarus was gonna get revenge for his little funeral.
I mean, they just don't. They're not in the wild in Mississippi, so they wasn't. And he looked just like the one that supposedly passed away.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's no doubt that was him.
Yeah.
And where was he for 2 weeks?
I don't know.
And what was he eating? I mean,
He probably was. But I was like, you think he's gonna get out? I said, well, if he can raise himself from the dead, I'm pretty sure he can.
if he can do that, he can get out of that parakeet cage.
Yeah.
What happened to the parakeet?
That's another story.
It wasn't the dog that time.
That was 2 houses prior, parakeet. But now okay. I know funerals are just the worst stories you can tell, but it just proves that God does have a sense of humor, and when you are having something like this, God sends me laughter, and that's how I deal with things. God sends me laughter. She says you can't take it with you. That same week, someone sent me a picture of a hearse pulling on you. Apparently, you can. Oh my gosh. Now this story here can only happen to the Baylesses. Now I don't think I've ever heard of anybody else this happening to, but it was somebody we knew was the guest of honor, and he got off work and we dressed up and we went to the wake, and it was a pretty big size wake. Here you have family lined up on both sides of the guest of honor, and so that you're shaking hands as you're approaching the guest of honor, and then after the guest of honor, you shake hands, and then you go on out. And you sometimes the line is out.
Visitation.
This is visitation. And sometimes the line is out the door. I'm not.
Most of them now.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. So we come in and we sign in, and this person has lots of family there, and we're talking to people. You know how you talk real low at the funeral homes. How are you doing? So sorry for your loss. And we get closer and closer and closer, and we get almost up there to the guest of honor where the family is, and we're just like, we are so sorry for your loss. We'll be praying for you and that kind of thing. And I think I noticed it before he did. And so it's our turn to, actually pay our respects. And I'm there, and he's beside me, and I'm looking down, and I cannot look at him because I know the expression on his face, and I cannot look at him at this particular moment. So we just bow our heads, and we meet to the family again, and we're so sorry for your loss. You'll be in our prayers. He must be well loved. It's a good turnout and all that kind of stuff. And we get outside, and I look at him, and he's like, I don't know who that was. We had gone to the wrong funeral. We had no idea who that person was. We had gone to the wrong funeral home. Yeah. Anybody else that have that happen to? We spent an hour in line at a funeral with the guest of honor we did not know. But that's just only us.
Yeah.
Only us. What is it, Chris?
Did y'all follow me from Target?
No. There's two major ones in funeral homes in Hattiesburg.
And one of them was 3 now.
Well, back then there was 2, and what's the odds?
Yeah, what's the odds?
And we didn't know a soul.
Didn't know a soul there. It's like, I can't believe.
And I kept telling you, I think right toward about, or one of us realized before we got up there that this ain't the right one.
This can't. I don't know anybody here. Why is it so and so here? Where is so and so? I can't believe they didn't come. Well, I know why they didn't come. They went to the other funeral.
They was at the
funeral. Yeah.
But
just because you're good people and you go to church, that don't mean stuff like this ain't gonna happen. God has a sense of humor, and He helps me deal with things with my humor. He really does. He really does. Remember that time at church? We were sitting there, and there's another thing we do down here. We sit basically in the same seats.
Years ago we used to.
Yeah, not now, but years ago.
You sit in the same pew, pretty close.
Same area, same whatever, and anyway, so my kids looked always cute as could be going to church, and he did too, because I had his clothes laid out and everything. I, on the other hand, was, half the time didn't have mascara on both eyes, and my hair was always twisted up in one of those little hair clips. In the middle of the sermon, he does that. He puts his hand around me. Only when he gets ready to take his hand off my shoulder, his watch caught my clip back there. And I go flying through the air. And he's trying to shake.
And it's stuck.
And it's stuck. He's shaking the watch out of my head. My head is like this. And we're in the church. And the people behind us, you know, because we're just regular people. And people behind us was, you know, the suit and the high class, you know, and they busted out laughing in the middle of church. I was so embarrassed.
It didn't bother me.
It didn't obviously didn't bother you at all. Cheapskate says, we Irish.
You gotta see what Dolores.
When my dad died, the hearse. Oh no! We all laughed. Hearse got lost.
The hearse got lost. Oh no!
Did they go to Target? Is that the time?
Oh my gosh, they followed me.
They followed Rebecca to Target.
It's Rebecca's fault.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I've never heard that one.
Yeah.
What is flashing back here? Is there a bomb about to go off?
What is that? Oh, that's the light that a bomb. We don't have bombs. We do not have bombs in our house.
Well,
I don't want the feds knocking.
You
Oh, yeah.
stopped them all when you came back here.
It's a solar,
I don't know
not solar.
if anybody can pay attention with the flashing.
That right there, huh?
It
Yeah.
What
when
happens is
when it gets dark, it
gets
comes
dark
on.
in there.
Yeah.
What?
See, come
It's
on.
light enough. It's time to cut on. All right, I'm sorry.
All I see is the ticking of the bomb going on.
It's not.
I'm about to be the guest of honor. Like this.
Rebecca.
There it goes again.
Oh my word!
Unplug it.
Just
man.
unplug it. It just turns on
It's
whenever
a night light.
Yeah, it's a night light. Oh my gosh. I believe the Irish will joke till we die and beyond. You know it. You know it. Oh, good gracious alive.
You didn't tell the Maxie best.
Yeah, I'm building up to this story here. Y'all mind if we go over about 15 minutes? No, you do not mind. I fed you supper.
It's gonna go 15 minutes.
Well, I gotta talk about.
It won't be 15.
It won't be 15 minutes. I want you to talk about that man who, there we go. We're sitting in the same place, church, and this man coming. Now, everybody is welcome to go to church.
Oh
Everybody.
boy,
Everybody.
bless the heart.
But now, if you've got the whooping cough
Oh yeah.
or something like that, stay at home. Stay at
This
home.
guy-
Watch it on church. Watch it on church.
I've known this guy all my life.
Wait. I got to preface it by saying the first time he come up to see me when I was working at the hospital, he got on the elevator. Now he does not do medical things at all. He don't
Absolutely
like it.
not.
He don't like to be
I'm
around
not
it.
scared of it. I don't want to be around
You
it.
know, he's not a hospital person. So anyway, he's not a sickness person. But anyway, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Anyway, we sitting there trying to. I get distracted real easy anyway, and
ADD.
definitely ADD.
I have to
And
keep candy in my purse.
well, anyway, this guy started coughing. I could feel my hair in the back being parted
Chris's little
with
hair
the
was.
pressure from him coughing. It's like he's coughing in my head.
Chris had scooted way down in the pit.
Or he could just get the top of my head, you know.
So
I
it
mean,
would
I'm
go
like,
over him.
that was the most uncomfortable
Longest sermon.
I ever been in church. And I probably should have been uncomfortable before in church, but I was terribly uncomfortable that day.
He thought he caught something.
I just knew I had whooping cough or something by the time I couldn't leave. I almost left, but I didn't want to leave her. So I said, well,
It was like he was hiding from
first
God.
time this guy ever, I knew him all my life. First time he ever been to church.
So
So
you
I couldn't say
nothing,
nothing.
you know. But it looked like Chris was up there hiding from the preacher's word, you know. But yeah.
No, I was hiding from something else. Yeah, that was rough.
Oh, I'm so glad y'all are sticking around. So glad. Now, okay, here's the finale.
The finale.
Here's the finale. And I hope you like it because I love it. We still laugh and laugh and laugh. Again, God has a sense of humor, and that's how I deal with things. And He sends it to me. He sends it to me. We, halfway during the children growing up, we moved from the church that we loved to a church in town. Now, it was one of those decisions that we didn't make on our own, and we kept driving by this church in town. Now, we lived in another city, Petal, and it was just like you could hear it go here, go here, go here. And I was hearing it and Chris was hearing it. I don't know if the kids were hearing it or not. I don't know. But we didn't know anybody there. And
we didn't know.
We didn't know that we didn't know anybody there because we'd never been there. And we loved our church. We did things in our church. I cooked on Wednesday nights, and he did, was it RAs? No, what was it called? RAs? I don't know.
Royal Ambassador.
Yeah. And we just, and the Sunday school class was top notch, and preacher was great. We didn't have any problems other than stuff like him getting his catching TB in church.
Well,
no. But anyway, but every once in a while, we still loved our old church family. We still, to this day, I still think of them as my church family, even though they're not in the church that we're at now. So we woke up one morning, so let's go visit them because, they're still our people. They were our people for so long. So we get dressed and we go and we go to a sermon there. Now, let me stop here and tell you this. My sister is, she is always cleaning out, getting rid of things. She's a cleaner. She likes her house clean. She likes her closets clean. She likes everything clean. So Chris would get her husband's hand-me-downs. And they were nice hand-me-downs. Nice. Now, my sister had 5 kids. And they were, practically doorsteps. So I'm going to stop there and I'm going to go back to the story. We come into this church, and of course we hug everybody, and we're so glad to see them, and they're so glad to see us. And you're just shaking hands. You're going across there to say hello to this one and hello to that one, and just an all-out fun experience. And you feel the love. And so you stand up to sing some songs, and you sit down, and you stand up and you sit down. Well, afterwards, after everything is over with, we're visiting. We visit with everybody, and then we decide to go eat. And we go to the local restaurant in Petal. Chris says, there is something on my back down there, and it is driving me crazy. I can't. Is there like a sticker on my back? And I look at what he's pointing at. He said, I can't get it. What is that? Okay, now let me get back to my sister with the 5 kids. One of the kids found a box of maxi pads. And she decorated those shirts with those maxi pads. And one of those maxi pads was sticking up out the back of his shirt. Out of the back of, because he had his shirt tucked in. So, needless to say, he says, what is it? And I said, I can't tell you. Why? I said, I'm not going to be the one. I'm not going to be the one. And he said, what is on the back of my shirt? And I just finally said, a big maxi pad.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, don't you know the people behind us was wondering, what is that man got a maxi pad sticking out of his pants for?
Oh, man. Y'all see what I have to live with.
I went home and I demaxified every one of those hand-me-down shirts. They were on the hangers and I just hung them up because they were clean. They were clean. Oh, Rebecca said I would have been the latest guest of honor. Oh. Yeah. He said, "What is it?" I said, "I'm not going to be the one. I'm not going to be the one.
I'm not the one.
I'm not the one that's going to tell you." He said, "What is it, Vicky?" I said, "Well, it's a big old maxi pad."
Well, thanks. All
Yeah,
right.
I just, that you never know. You just never know. Mm-mm.
No.
Remember that time, Eli? We had a preacher. We had Mr. Brother Fordham, and he was there for the longest. And he's the one.
30-something years.
Yeah, I mean he was there for the longest, and we loved him. And he retired, and of course he's passed now, and his Mrs. Fordham has passed now. Godly people. Oh my word, you just felt God speaking through them. But then we got another preacher, and he was younger. He was our age, actually, around our age, and he talked to the audience, and he had asked questions, just to ask questions in his sermon. He had asked questions, and Eli one time he knew the answer, and he stood up on the pew and he said, "Pick me!" He knew the answer. And yeah. Let's see what else
He
we
really
got.
wasn't asking for that.
He wasn't asking for the answer, but my son knew the answer. He really wasn't asking. Yeah. Well, look, it's 8:01. How'd we do?
Great.
I mean, considering we had the goof up from me at the beginning, did anybody bring a member bring someone to the table? Anybody? Next time? Someone said that? Oh my gosh.
Y'all have a good week.
Oh, Cindy said we did good. Oh, anybody enjoying the books? The books that they got? So shower and bed, night cheapskates. I'm so glad you were able to come and visit with us, even though we messed up terribly at the beginning.
We didn't. You did.
That was a user
All
error.
right. Y'all have a good week.
Bye, y'all. Let's see if I can do this right this time. Let's see. Oh, everyone's saying they love my books.
Good.
Thank y'all. I'll see y'all next time.
You
Bye.
got stuff in your hair.
We ain't gonna take that.
Hey, come here.